And welcome back to the Elida Fieldhouse, getting set for our second Division IV Boys Basketball District Semifinal. I already saw a good one where Delphos St. John's was able to hang on for a win over Miller City. Now we wait and see who their opponent will be in Friday night's final as the Big Green of Ottoville take on Pandora Gilboa in our second semifinal. That's Miles Holliday. I'm Randy Roberts, partner. You got to take a little bit of a break, re-energize. Now here we go, game two tonight.
Well, let's hope it's as close and as much fun as that first one, right? That was a tremendous basketball game, and anytime it's a single elimination, and both teams are going to give their great effort. And these two teams, Randy, very solid basketball teams.
Now, Pandora Gilboa comes in as the number 2 seed of the district, as you see the route that each team has taken to get to this spot in the tournament. So Pandora Gilboa coming off a win over Delphos Jefferson, while Ottoville knocked off Parkway in their sectional final. And partner, let's talk a little bit about the Big Green of Ottoville, as they come in with a record of 17-6, the number 3 seed under head coach Keith Utendorf. See the starting lineup there again, opened the tournament with a 49-36 win over Parkway. Very balanced effort on offense. Michael Turnwald, Landon Horseman, Keaton Schnipke each give about 11 a night. Horseman, a big presence inside with 8 boards. Turnwald able to share the basketball, about 4.5 assists a game.
Well, year in, year out, Keith Utendorf does a great job at Ottoville. And one of the things that's a hallmark of their program is they don't turn the basketball over. Michael Turnwald, the point guard, does a great job at that, Randy. This team only turns it over on average 12 times a game, so you got to go beat them. Very rarely does Ottoville beat themselves.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup now for the Rockets of Pandora Gilboa, coming in at 21-2, the number 2 seed in this district tournament. They enter on the 9-game win streak, and you take a look at their schedule top to bottom. Was an interesting one, and it was really one bad weekend kept them from going undefeated in the regular season. Back-to-back losses against 2 quality opponents kept them from being perfect on the year.
Of course, you and I were there when Arlington kind of went up and bit them a little bit. A great game right there. But you look at that lineup, Randy, and you say, boy, that Harris kid is really good. And they say, well, which one? Yes, it doesn't matter. Colin and Aiden are both fantastic players. Aiden about 19 a game, Colin about 11 a game. Both shoot a high percentage behind the arc at 33 and 37, and both rebound about 5 or 6 a game. They are a fantastic duo. And Nate Magg, he is a physical presence inside. This is going to be a really fun matchup. Mike Lee and Keith Utendorf, 2 fantastic coaches, about ready to lock horns.
Yeah, Pandora Gilboa comes in on a 9-game winning streak included in that, as we saw in the graphic to begin our night. The sectional final win over Delphos Jefferson, 58-37. You talked about the Harris twins. Aiden, 18.8 points, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Colin, not the big score, at 11 a game, 4.5 rebounds, but also adds 4 assists as well, so the offense really runs through the both of them.
And he is super quick. When we had him early in the year against Arlington, he was just a one-man pressure outside, and if he gets his hands on a ball out front, you better believe it's going to be a layup in a hurry.
So this meeting will be the 78th all-time between these two as they meet in Putnam County League play. Ottoville leads the all-time series 54-23. Pandora Gilboa did win the regular season meeting this year. It was 63-40. Back on January the 13th, Rockets held Ottoville to 30% shooting from the floor. Also out-rebounded the Big Green 31-21. Aiden Harris had 18 points, but he left the game with an injury. Colin Harris double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds, while Nate Magg added 11. Michael Turnwald led Ottoville in that one with 9.
Yeah, anytime you have familiarity, it's going to be interesting what teams make adjustments first in that next matchup.
We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to get you our keys to the game and get you ready for the opening tip as our district semifinals continue here on WOSN. Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you here from the Elida Fieldhouse. And going through the introduction of our players and starting lineups that'll give us the opportunity to run through some keys to the game. Partner, let's start with the Big Green of Ottoville.
Well, where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Randy Roberts? Great first game. Promises to be another good one here in the second one. And number one for Ottoville, Keith Ottendorf always does a great job of stressing this to his players. Enjoy the moment. Kind of takes the stress off it, right? It's high-stakes basketball. Just relax and have fun. Number two, help side. This is a Pandora Gilboa team that will attack the rim. Make sure you close the door. Get some guys on the weak side helping out on that. And then number three, a Ride the Horseman. Oh, absolutely, right? The Four Horsemen is fantastic. He is a great basketball player. Landon Horseman, 11 points a game, 8 rebounds, kicks it out for an assist a game, 66% from the field. Make sure you ride Landon Horseman.
And what about some keys to the game tonight for the Rockets of Pandora Gilboa?
Draw and dish. They know that Keith Ottendorf's going to tell his guys, make sure you collapse on dribble drive. So if they do that, find your open teammate, dish it off for an easy one. Go quickly, especially in the low block. If you get in the low block, don't pause. Go in a hurry. And then number three, Nasty Nate. We saw him against Arlington, and he was a tough dude, man. 8 points, 4 rebounds, and you talk about a great field goal percentage, 68% from the field. He is a physical dude, likes contact. Watch out for Nasty Nate.
And we want to tell you the premier sponsor for Ottoville tonight is the Ottoville Bank. We are large enough to serve and small enough to know you. And we are brought to you by Dale's Concrete. Call Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping and Lipstick for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs. Still going through the introductions of everyone here and our officials for this second game here in the lineup. B.J. McPherson, Randy Prince, who's not in a raspberry beret, and Brad Ellerbrock.
Well, don't worry. Just be happy with these officials, especially B.J. McPherson.
So that is everything we can tell you about these two. Again, Pandora Gilboa with a pretty impressive win in the regular season. These two met back in January. Coaches and teams will tell you, different time, different teams.
Yeah, a lot of times you get these matchups where it's a return match, but it's been only a couple weeks. Yeah, back in January, I always like it too, like teams start the season out with each other. And you talk to coaches, like, what can you learn? Like, nothing, because it was so long ago. Both teams are so different.
Well, it looks like the Pandora Gilboa student section with the jersey out, and Ottoville going with the blackout. A little bit of green mixed in there. Some people didn't get the memo. Tips won by the Rockets. We are underway. Winner's going to come back here Friday night. They know their opponent. It's going to be the Blue Jays of Devil St. John's, and we're going to open up with Lee's famous recipe chicken three-pointer.
Well, there's one of the Harrises that we opened up with a game with. A fantastic rise and fire. Aiden Harris, release, rotation, and splash.
Now a turnover. So Ottoville will send it right back over to Pandora Gilboa. Our three-pointers tonight brought to you by Lee's famous recipe chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's famous recipe chicken, where home style happens here. This is a dish along the baseline, and both Harrises are going to get involved now as Colin Harris will add the basket.
Now, right on cue after our keys of the game, draw and dish. A fantastic assist by Harris.
5-0 on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Sprunger Insurance, with locations in Pandora and Bluffton, and they say, go Rockets. There's a baseline drive. That one's going to be off the mark, no good. Jace Langholz. And the rebound out to Aiden Morris. Brings it into the front court. Morris high off the glass. Doesn't get the bounce, but it looks like he's going to draw the foul.
Now watch Aiden Morris. Second time attacking the lane. First time he got the assist, and that time a little circus me. How'd that not go, Randy Roberts? It looked like it was going to fall.
So Morris is going to head to the line, and our free throws tonight brought to you by Alderman Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Alderman Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens. So Morris knocks down the first free throw. Second one's going to be off the mark as Langholz comes up with a miss, as Ottoville will bring the ball into the front court, down 6-0 here early on in this one.
Got to get Horseman involved. Couple trips now where he hasn't touched the basketball. There he is, number 10 underneath.
Step back three was no good. Langall swept through the lane, came away with a miss. Second life here for the Big Green.
Now Mag is doing a great job being physical on Horseman.
Mike Lee just about ate that one. Working the baseline as he was able to get out of the way. Here's the look inside the kick. Langholz will take the three. That one is no good. That one rolled up the top of the backboard. Officials will let him play on as Aiden Morris will leave it for Colin Harris. Harris back to Morris as the Rockets bring the ball into the front court. 2 minutes into this one.
A little bit of adrenaline. Did you see how high Nasty Nate got on that rebound?
The ball loose on the floor as Ottoville is going to force the turnover, and it's going to lead to the run out and the bucket on the other end by Garrett Trentman.
Now Landon Horseman gets dirty, gets a couple splinters on that loose ball. First bucket started by Horseman.
A big one for Ottoville, down 6-2 in a Sprunger Insurance scoreboard as we near the 5.5-minute mark of our opening quarter. Trying to get a look inside. Harris, as Aiden Harris couldn't find anything. Now the baseline runner and getting it up over the defender. Not the shot there by Colin Harris.
Just a glimpse of his athletic ability. Hung in the air like the great athlete he is for the two.
One inside, trying to work through traffic. And we're going to have ourselves a whistle and a foul as Landon Horseman just works hard inside, as you see on the replay.
Aiden Harris comes and helps out. Now Mag is going to get the arms going across. But I bet you if you asked Nasty Nate Mag, would you trade the foul for knocking Horseman to the ground once in a while? He might say yes.
Horseman able to knock down the first of two Ultimate Outdoor free throws. As we have our first substitution of the night. One more at the table ready to come in as well. As it looks like Adam Brinkman will check in. Ashton Miller in as well. Horseman will get both Ultimate Outdoor free throws.
Now, one thing to keep an eye on during this basketball game, because of the humidity tonight, we had a lot of slippage because of moisture on the floor in the first game. Hopefully we don't see that here in the second game.
Actually surprised. I was expecting them in between games to come out with the janitor broom and sweep up the floor, but they didn't do it as the ball was knocked out of bounds. Pandora Gilboa will have to inbound this one.
Yeah, you see Coach Urtendorf there. Never too early to work on the officials. Just, telling them a little bit what he'd like to see.
Well, Pandora Gilboa right now is Ottoville doubled up 8-4. Here's the kick to the wing, extra pass into the corner. Mag for three, fills it up with Lee's famous recipe chicken three-pointer.
Yeah, he's one of those guys where you look at him like, oh, he's got no touch behind the arc, and then you say 44% on the year. 100% that time.
11-4 early on. Ottoville trying to answer, trying to bank that one in. It's no good. Aiden Morris comes up with a miss. Morris is going to need some help in the backcourt. Over to Aiden Harris. Harris is going to pick up the offensive foul as the official will help with the demonstration. As I'll give Miles a little elbow to show as well.
That reminds me of that time we were at that pizza buffet and he knocked that old lady over to get the last slice of pepperoni.
Last slice.
And you see Harris, good job by the official being in position. Use the forearm. And rollerblading, you're allowed to do that. Roller derby, you're okay. But out here, no, you cannot.
Leads to Ottoville basketball. Big Green down 11-4 early on here in our Sprunger Insurance scoreboard. A fall-away jumper. That one's going to be no good. Rebound's tipped around as Aiden Harris will come away with it. Leaves a pass ahead. Now the blocking call as Owen Huffman works the baseline and he'll score.
Now I wonder if Coach Utendorf might call timeout, settle things down. This has been dominant early by Pandora Gilboa. Another miss leads to a breakout, and it's 13-4 in a hurry. The Rockets are taking off on transition.
As we're going to see a couple more changes here. So Owen Huffman will score, and now he'll step to the Ultimate Outdoor free throw line, try to finish off the three-point play, and he'll get it. So 5 different players already in the scoring column for Pandora Gilboa. They've got the early 10-point lead, 14-4, halfway through this opening quarter.
Now, Pandora Gilboa doing a great job of calling out things, being physical with the dribble drive, making life difficult for Ottoville.
trying to get inside as you see Alex Lease on the floor as well. There's one tapped away. It's Colin Harris trying to sell to the officials. That was last touched by Ottoville, but no such luck.
Yeah, as long as the officials are letting them bump the driver with a forearm, they're going to continue to do that. You're going to have to be more physical than the defender if you're Ottoville.
It was one sweaty forearm that just caught me in the side. Kick out, Lease for three. That one's going to be no good. And we got a foul fighting for the rebound. Looks like it's going to stay with Ottoville.
Tremendous effort by Jace Langels to get that weak side rebound. 80% of all rebounds go to the weak side, and Jace knew that fact.
So it looks like a couple more changes here for Ottoville. So Garrett Trentman checks back in, as does Keaton Schnipke. Seeing our Sprunger Insurance scoreboard, 3:22 left to go, opening quarter. Pandora Gilboa up by 10. Schnipke will find Turnwald. Turnwald turns the corner in the wing, trying to get to the basket. Nice little spin-a-rooney off the window.
I needed a bucket in a worse way. Been tough to go by. And you go to one of your biggest offensive threats. Nice little acrobatic spin move.
Coach Udendorf trying to get his team fired up on the defensive end. So the most problems have been tonight. And we're going to get a whistle and a blocking call. And that one has the fans clad in green to our right a little upset.
Well, help side's been better here the last couple possessions, but you got to close the door a little more quickly. Try to take the charge, but Turnwald can't get set. Another foul committed by Ottoville.
Coach Udendorf working the officials. My guy was set and he was standing. I don't know what more he could have done. There's a look inside as a drive, and the finger roll good by Aiden Morris.
Morris has shown that he can get to the middle of the floor anytime he wants early in this game. Lead back to 10.
Morris now with 3 after his first field goal of the evening is a baseline drive, and we'll get a whistle and a foul as Jace Langels drives. Get the hold up here and see what the foul is.
But when you don't close out properly and a guy is able to dictate terms and drive to the hole, you're either going to give up a layup or you're going to commit the foul. A proper closeout, one of those lost things in basketball.
Going to call Owen Huffman for the foul. It's going to be his first. 3 balls, no good. Langels right place at the right time for the offensive rebound, but unable to put it in. But he will draw the foul, and he will go to the ultimate outdoor free throw line.
That's already his second offensive rebound by Langels. And all he's doing is just hanging out on the block, right? Jace from the block.
So here is the 6'2 senior. First one is no good. And again, our free throws tonight are brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bringing resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens. As Langels will, with help, get the second one.
I give you credit. You didn't say pergolas instead of Langels. I thought maybe you would because he was right after the read. A little bit of pressure now by Ottoville.
I'm a professional who leaves his notes at home.
Yeah.
9-point lead here. A block party going on the baseline.
It looked like volleyball, didn't it?
I believe that was Horseman. Went right back to Pandora Gilboa, get a second chance, and now with the body pushed to the ground, we're going to have ourselves a whistle and a foul.
Here, watch Horseman come over, Sade. Got to mark that one, return to sender. Boy, that was an emphatic on the block, but unfortunately it goes back to Pandora Gilboa, and they're able to get a foul underneath.
Yeah, and that also on Horseman. That's going to be his first. Team's fourth. Pandora Gilboa also has committed 5, so both teams in the bonus here for the final 2 minutes of our opening quarter. Matt gets a kick out, and the wing three's no good. Everyone from Ottoville looking up. Finally, grabbing the rebound is Michael Turnwald.
Yeah, coaches never like it when a rebound hits the ground. They'd rather see the guys go get it.
Turnwald keeps his dribble, gets the kick out here. Schnipke, his 3-ball halfway out, and now a little bit of fighting for position on the low block. We'll have Jace Langels picking up the fouls. We're going to take a look at the replay.
Now watch Nate Walker, number 15 for Pandora Gilboa. And Yeah, working hard. One of those fouls, Randy, that really you could make an argument could have gone either way.
So with that call, that is the 5th on Ottoville. And so we will see Nate Walker, the 5'10 junior, head down to the ultimate outdoor free throw line where he'll knock down the first.
Walker 63% from the line this year, and you got to credit him. He was very physical on the other end with Langles to get himself to the free throw line.
See a second one coming here as we see more changes for each team. Second one is airborne, so Walker able to get both ultimate outdoor free throws. Struggle with the glasses tonight, isn't it?
The humidity in here. Who's controlling the heat? Is it Red Auerbach back in the old Boston Garden? Are the Lakers in town? Because it is hot.
A pass over the top. Good drive. That one's going to be no good. Keaton Schnipke looked at the official, wanted a foul. Loose ball ended up hitting the baseline, so it looks like Ottoville will come away with this one again.
Yeah, I think Colin Harris gets a little bit of a piece right. Yep, he does right there. And then after the play, he goes over and kind of smiles at Schnipke like, hello.
Schnipke continued to work inside as him and Colin Harris, if they don't know each other, they will by now. As we didn't mention this in our first semifinal, but one of the, at least at the high school level, one of the better free throw line designs. How do you know which line to step to with a basketball?
That's a really good point. When in doubt, though, just go dunk it.
If he can. So Keaton Schnipke knocks down the first ultimate outdoor free throw. Gets it back to a 10-point game here, 18-8 with 1:13 to go. Sprunger Insurance scoreboard. Second one's going to be no good, but another offensive rebound. There's new life to the Big Green as they try to cut into this 10-point deficit.
Yeah, already about the 4th offensive rebound in this game for Ottoville. And it's a good thing because this would be a runaway without it.
Miller's going to get this one over to Horseman. Horseman's going to have it poked away by Colin Harris.
Yeah, Colin Harris, he's got some quick hands, doesn't he? He got out there in a hurry, and then all of a sudden the left hand is on top of Horseman to poke it out.
Just under a minute left to go in our opening quarters. Ottoville able to get the inbound in. Turnwald trying to go one-on-one. Didn't like what he saw there. Now we're going to have ourselves an offensive foul called on Ashton Miller.
Yeah, watch Aiden Morris right here. He recognized it. He's just going to jump it. That is great basketball IQ, knowing what is coming. Good scouting, too. Knowing one of the things that Ottoville loves to do is that perimeter screen and then go.
Pandora Gilboa get this one. 45 seconds to go in our first quarter. You're up 10. Do you play for the final shot? Too much time.
I don't like to ruin my rhythm early, though, right? You got a good offensive rhythm. Go ahead and go, but it looks like Mike Lee is going to like to go ahead and spread the floor. At worst, go in with a 10-point lead, but
he's going to have an over and back call. And that, from our vantage point, that is the toughest thing for us to see sitting on the baseline.
Well, everybody on the Ottoville side said that was a good call.
No, then it must have been a good call. What about the other side?
I'm guessing no. And now the situation changes. If you're Ottoville, do you try to get a good shot quick or you settle?
Yeah, you got to do something. You're down 10 here with under 20 seconds to go opening quarter. Turnwald's going to give this into the corner. Good fake Ashton Miller, and Miller is going to draw the foul. And with Pandora Gilboa in the bonus, he's going to step to the ultimate outdoor free throw line.
Yeah, I thought Miller was going to go ahead and settle for the three. There's a little bit of a late closeout by Mag, but puts it on the ground. And Randy, the way this game is being called on dribble drive, if I'm either coach going into the second quarter, I'm telling my guys, attack the rim because you're going to get to the free throw line.
Miller's first free throw is going to be no good. We're going to see Andy Moorman back into the lineup now for Ottoville.
Yeah, with 13.1, real important for Pandora Gilboa to box out here. They should get a quality shot.
And the second one's going to be no good. Mag has the free throw. The outlet was going to be thrown away. The follow is 7 seconds. good by Landon Horseman.
Got a shot.
3 balls, no good. That's how the opening quarter will end. So Ottoville ends it with a basket to make it a single-digit game, 18-10 after 1. We'll take a timeout here on WOSN. 18-10, our score after 1 quarter play. Pandora Gilboa with lead over Ottoville. Miles, you want to take a look at something here late in the quarter?
Yeah, it was a great job by Mag to get the rebound, but unfortunately, everybody kind of stands and watches him, right? If you're a guard, come back and help the big fella, get the ball out of his hands. Unfortunately, they don't execute that situation and allows Ottoville really to kind of get back in this game 18-10.
Yeah, and with the arrow, they're going to have first crack with the basketball as we begin our second period. Turnwald has it right now at the wing. He's kind of directing traffic, wanted someone to come get it from his hands at the wing.
Yeah, same situation in game 1. It was an 8-point lead, a bucket by Miller City, and then coming out of the possession, got another bucket, so an 8-point game became a 4-point game in a hurry. And here's a little inside high-low action, trying to get Horseman involved. I like that out of the timeout. It's been tough for Horseman to get clean shots other than working hard on rebounds.
And foul's going to go on Nate Mag. That's going to be his second. Just Turnwald off the inbound. He will knock down the Lee's famous recipe chicken three-pointer.
And just like that, not taking care of the basketball for the end of the first, it's now a 5-point game momentum with Ottoville.
And the shot is going to hit off the backboard and out of bounds. So our three-pointers tonight brought to you by Lee's famous recipe chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delvis, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's famous recipe chicken, where home style happens here. Hopefully, following the conclusion of this one, Turnwald tries to go 2 for 2. Might have to find one of those Lee's famous recipe chickens.
Yeah, I think it's one of those they're going to wish they had back when they watch film.
That's the offensive rebound under the basket. A good one, Owen Huffman. Huffman with 5 as Ken Reekers just ruined my night.
Lee's closes at 9, huh?
Well, you got 32 minutes to get this game in.
All right, running clock from here on out, folks.
Or you're going to be without a play-by-play guy. Take your pick.
Maybe we can get some mashed potatoes and chicken fingers delivered.
Miles has been working on his play-by-play skills. Now's a good time to try it out. Turnwald trying to bank that one in. How about the body bent backwards to come up with the offensive rebound by Brandon Gavalich.
Boy, that is a dangerous one right there by Gavalich. His body can contort. Good thing he takes yoga class, right? Lower back, stretchy.
Aiden Morris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first. So while both teams were in the bonus of that opening quarter, no one really in any foul trouble. Just everyone playing has one, as we're going to have another one on the baseline drive here.
Boy, another dribble drive that results in a foul call. You better close out and stay in front properly, because the officials are not going to reward you for faulty defense.
That's Colin Harris's first. Comes with 6:17 left to go in the opening half. Reverse layup attempt no good as Ashton Miller tried to throw that one up off the backboard. Now kick out on the dribble drive. That one's saved as the handle was lost there by Aiden Morris. A loose ball high in the air. His body's all over the floor. Ottoville right now trying to play 2-on-1, and we're going to have ourselves a whistle and a foul. And that one's going to have some people a little upset.
No call up top as two guys were going at it, trying to get the basketball. That was Leasty and Brinkman, and it results underneath. A good battle. Both teams ratcheting up the intensity.
So Tanner Lichty is going to pick up the foul. That's going to be his first.
A good effort by Lichty, though, getting dirty at midcourt.
Immediate double to Turnwald off the inbound. Gets the kick out. Here's Miller from the wing. Three-pointer is going to be no good. Rebound's tipped around, and now contact. Pandora Gilboa tries to race into the front court. The Ottoville fans in the front row, with that call was made, wanted the offensive foul, but they're not going to get it.
Well, I think the Ottoville fans see the forearm that is being delivered by Owen Huffman. And they wanted the offensive foul that way. Oh, I think the official was behind it a little bit, was shielded off, couldn't see it.
It's the second on Turnwald. 3 ball on the other end is going to be no good. Another offensive rebound. And the baseline bucket is good by Aiden Harris.
Aiden Harris has brought their toughness card. Another steal right there by him. Look how fast he is with the ball in his hands.
Harris is going to have it taken back. We're going to have a whistle and a foul as the roof of the field house might blow off here, because this is getting a little chippy and a little loud from each side.
So Langels does back tap it effectively, right? But he doesn't go forward with it. He goes up with his hand. So as he makes the contact, he's going to get his arm on top of Harris's. Watch it right there.
Is it the second, the right arm and the push away?
The whistle blew on the contact of the arm, and Keith Utendorf trying to get some explanation, but I'm not sure you tell him anything right now, he's going to like it.
And that's the second on Langels, as the Lee's famous recipe chicken 3 by Aiden Harris is a good one, as he's got 8, as Pandora Gilboa has opened up a 25-13 lead. The timeout on the floor, we can tell you that the premier sponsor for the Ottoville Big Green tonight is the Ottoville Bank. We are large enough to serve and small enough to know you. And we're brought to you tonight by Dale's Concrete. Call Dale's Concrete Decorative Stamping in Leipzig for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs.
Now, during the timeout, they sent Landon Horseman to the scorer's table to check back in. Got to get him in and get him involved offensively. Now a 12-point margin. The Big Green got to get some points.
5:06 left to go, opening half on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Sprunger Insurance, with locations in Pandora and Bluffton, and they say, go Rockets. And that's exactly what they've done so far, as Pandora Gilboa leads this one 25-13, 5:06 remaining in our opening half of basketball. We know that the winner is going to face Delphos St. John's right back here to Lida Friday night, 6 o'clock start, as the answer comes in the form of a Keaton Schnipke, Lee's famous recipe chicken 3-pointer.
Oh, holy Schnipke from 3, big time. Love the design coming out of the timeout. Keith Utendorf knows his team needs some momentum. Dial one up from long range.
That's that Pandora Gilboa lead to 9, as the 3-pointer on the other end is going to be no good. As Ashton Miller gets the rebound, here's Schnipke. Schnipke going baseline, step through, no good, but he will draw the foul, and we'll see him shoot a couple ultimate outdoor free throws.
How about this, Randy Roberts? A little show and go. Gets Colin Harris all the way up in the air and attacks the basket. It's been a Schnipke show here on the last 2 possessions for Ottoville.
That is now the 3rd foul on Aiden Harris. And just when we said earlier no one was in any serious foul trouble, that's now changed. So the first ultimate outdoor free throw, no good out of the 6'3 senior for Ottoville.
Yeah, I don't know if Mike Lee recognizes it, because, yep, now they do. He's going to come off the floor. Do you sit him the rest of the half with 3 fouls? I think you do.
Yeah, I think you do. 8-point game now, 25-17.
Here comes the trap.
And it's going to lead to a foul.
Oh, this is one of those, as a coach, you'll watch it tomorrow, and Trentman's job is to force Harris back to the middle of the floor. Don't give up the sideline. But yet, what happens? You give up the sideline. You work on that all season long. Kind of frustrating moment for a coach.
It's a second foul on Trentman here. Not quite to halfway. Step back 3. That one's going to be deflected. And now foul, trying to fight for the steal, as Ottoville's going to be in the bonus.
And you're going to send Horseman to the line. A really good job on closeout and getting a block of the shot by Ashton Miller.
So here is Landon Horseman. Already has a couple of free throws. He'll go back to the ultimate outdoor free throw line where he knocks down the first one.
He's got that free throw spin, right? Where if you're at the fair, you see him, say, hey, Here's $5. Go win me a bear, right?
Yeah. A little trouble with that one, but an offensive rebound. Now a tie-up going for the basketball. It's Colin Harris walking over to the official. He's trying to prove that someone from Ottoville might have drawn blood. Arrow does favor the Rockets, so they'll have it.
Now Colin Harris favoring that wrist.
He's going to go. I thought he had to go to the bench. Oh, maybe he was just showing a black and blue mark.
Maybe a red mark from where Mormon had hit him.
Well, he's doing all right dribbling the basketball. Well, as they say, that nearly lost the handle kick out. Corner three is going to be no good. As Alex Lease will come away with a miss for Ottoville as the Big Green bring it into the front court. Still down 25-18 here. 3:40 and counting left to play opening half.
Coach Utendorf signals for a new set. Going to run the baseline. Look for Horseman to pop out. There he is.
Ashton Miller with it right now. Lisa get the entry pass, calls for it back. Has it at the wing, goes behind the back, trying to get up against the tall trees. Didn't like what he saw. Outlet pass up to the top of the key, nearly lost. Miller able to gather it back in. Now we'll try another set. The entry pass to the low block led a little too much. It's thrown away, and Pandora Gilboa able to come up with a steal.
A smart play by Neuenschwander to pull that ball back out.
Aiden Morris with it now. Gets a screen as he works that left side. He'll give into the corner now. Both teams want to slow this one down a little bit. Look out for Colin Harris. Colin looking at everyone down, giving the universal calm down sign.
You get that a lot. People see and say, calm down, Randy Roberts.
I'm a high energy guy. How about the three? And the Lee's famous recipe chicken three. A good one out of Zach Neuenschwander.
Neuenschwander said, hey, let's take the ball back out a moment ago as long as you get it back to me so I can bury a three.
Back to a 10-point game. Lee's trying to answer at the other end. That one in and out. Loose ball in the rebound. Go to Mag. He hands it to Colin Harris. Harris trying to beat everyone down the floor. Now we're going to have a whistle, and it looks like a foul with 2:11 to play.
Pandora Gilboa has been fantastic in this basketball game at getting a defensive rebound and just attacking with it. And a great job by Colin Harris to get to the middle of the floor, draw the defense, and then dish it off to Owen Huffman.
So Owen Huffman will hit the first of two Alderman Outdoor free throws. Huffman now with 6 points.
Ottoville's going to have to answer here quickly. Don't want this to be a double-digit lead going into halftime. Get it under 10. And Keith Utendorf can do a little bit of car salesmanship. But if it's a double-digit lead, that's a tough thing to sell.
12-point lead for Pandora Gilboa at 30-18. Just over 2 minutes left to play in our opening half of basketball. Turnwald didn't like what he see. Now he's got the basketball back. Turnwald has three white jerseys surrounding him. To give into the corner. Three ball a little too strong. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Mormon with it. And another chance at offense for the Big Green. Turnwald into the paint. Hangs in the air. Can't bank it in, but we'll get a whistle. And it looks like we will see Michael Turnwald head to the Alderman Outdoor free throw line.
Yeah, where would this Ottoville team be without their offensive rebounds, right? This would be a 20-point lead for Pandora Gilboa. Another offensive rebound allows an opportunity for Turnwald to attack the lane.
Turnwald gets the first. He's got 6 points. Again, our free throws tonight. Brought to you by Alderman Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Alderman Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens. Turnwald able to get both Alderman Outdoor free throws. Gets this game back to 10.
Turnwald going to have a seat. Full court pickup, now three-quarter court pickup. Got to do a better job getting the ball out of Harris's hands, though.
Taking it easy with Turnwald with his 2 fouls. Harris playing with 3, and now we're going to get a whistle well away from the basket. This is going to put Pandora Gilboa in the bonus.
Yeah, I know people don't like it, but it's the right call. If you let a dribble driver attack and turn the corner, and you're trailing them and you bump them a little bit, that's a foul. You got to do a better job of keeping them in front of you.
So Nate Walker's got a couple of free throw steps to the Ultimate Outdoor free throw line. First one's going to be no good. Now we see, looks like 3 new bodies, with Turnwald being one of them, checking in for Ottoville. Keaton Schnipke back in as well. So the second foul is called on Ashton Miller, as the second toss is good out of Walker. So he's got 3 points now from the charity stripe.
And there's Turnwald back in, the defense-offensive substitution. Oh, fancy dribbling.
Lease in the corner for 3. That's going to be no good. And now a hold on the rebound. And we may see some more Ultimate Outdoor free throws coming up here. That was some fancy dribbling.
Yeah, a little bit of basketball karma, because Colin Harris really picks up a foul up top. Doesn't get the whistle, but right there they're going to get him going over the top of Horseman. Would you say that fancy dribbling out front was a little Curly Lemon-like?
I was waiting for that. I was waiting. So Horseman gets the first free throw.
And Randy called the great Curly Neal from the Globetrotters early in the year. Curly Lemon.
Could have been Meadowlark Neal.
Meadowlark Neal. You remember that time they threw water and it was paper? It was confetti, it wasn't water?
Remember they played that game on the aircraft carrier?
I just don't know how they beat the robots at Gilligan's Island.
31-22 following the free throws. Now Ottoville will force the turnover as we roll under a minute left to play, opening half of basketball.
Good hands. First by Klevich to get it the steal, near steal a moment ago, and then the backcourt they get one.
Entry pass inside leads to a triple team as Horseman tries to get out of traffic. Now the drive to the baseline, the kick out. Schnipke's 3, it's a little too strong. And now Pandora Gilboa with it again. It's going to be taken away. Back-to-back steals. Ottoville with it again. 2 bodies hitting the deck. And the corner 3 is good, and a big Lee's famous recipe chicken 3 out of Landon Horseman.
It got the pressure up again. It got this lead down to 6, all with effort.
Now 10 seconds to play in the half. Walker double team, baseline jumper's a big one, and a huge answer. Now we've got a whistle after the basket as Zach Neuenschwander hit from the baseline.
Now Neuenschwander doesn't take a lot of shots, but when he does, he makes them. Not just a shot taker, a shot maker.
Now we've got a foul as well. This came on apparently Pandora Gilboa. Let's see what we can see here. That was the screen set there that really got everyone started.
Mormon to set a solid screen. Just because you don't see it and you get knocked down doesn't mean it's a foul.
So Andy Mormon now at the line with 5 seconds to go. He will miss the first of 2 Ultimate Outdoor free throws.
Now you get this one right here. Get a little bit of feel good and allows you to set up your defense with 5.1 left.
Misses them both. Can Pandora Gilboa do something in 5 seconds? Half court heave, hits off the side of the backboard as we have reached the half. A good one so far here at Elida, 33-25. Pandora Gilboa leads Ottoville at the break. We'll take a timeout. Have the second half for you when we return here on WOSN. Halftime here from Elida, 33-25. Pandora Gilboa leads Ottoville's Division IV boys basketball district semifinal. We know the winner is going to get dealt with St. John's at a hard-fought win over Miller City in our opening semifinal. We want to tell you that the premier sponsor for Ottoville tonight is the Ottoville Bank. We are large enough to serve and small enough to know you. And we're brought to you tonight by Dale's Concrete. Call Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping and Lipstick for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs. So, partner, 33-25. We took a look at the halftime numbers. You said it a couple of times. You wondered about the offensive rebounds for Ottoville, and how about 10 in that opening half? The rebounds were even.
10 offensive rebounds, and it's a good thing because where they shoot 25% in the
6-24.
Yeah, not a good shooting night, but they kind of outworked Pandora Gilboa at the end of that half to get back in it. Got it under 10, so Keith Utendorf can do a little salesmanship at halftime, make some adjustments. Horseman with 10 points, and look at the Pandora Gilboa student section there, jersey out. They got a lot to be excited about because Aiden Harris with 8 points, Mag with 7 points, pretty good half. One problem, not rebounding. They did turn it over 7 times.
Yeah, we see the numbers for Pandora Gilboa. Did shoot 50% from the floor, 11-22. As we mentioned, rebounds even at 16. And Ottoville ended up committing 5 turnovers. So it will be big green ball to begin our second half. Schnipke on the baseline is cut off. He'll give behind him. Wing 3, that one's going to miss everything. Put it by Trentman. Rebound is then lost out of bounds. And it looked like Aiden Harris might have pulled the hands back when he realized the ball was headed that way.
Trentman, normally a really good shooter from behind the arc at 37%. You wonder if it maybe slipped off the hand as he missed absolutely everything.
Gives it over to the Rockets. Again, 33-25, 7.5 minutes left to play in our third quarter. And our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Sprunger Insurance. With locations in Pandora and Bluffton, they say go Rockets. As we have ourselves an injury right in front of us.
That's Morris. He's holding his right ear. Didn't see it exactly as we were watching the ball go up the floor, but he's going to come out of the game, and they're going to take a look at him.
Yeah, you saw everyone running the opposite direction from us where we're stationed, and Morris standing by, kind of just stood there and see, oh, yeah, see that.
That's actually the eye, isn't it?
Yeah. See that beginning to puff up a little bit. So ball goes back over to Ottoville here, just over 7 minutes remaining in our third quarter. Big Green down 8. Pandora Gilboa won the regular season meeting 63-40. Turnaround shot in the lane, no good by Horstman. Mag has the rebound. His outlet pass is then knocked away.
Just a tremendous job of post defense by Mag right before this. Didn't panic when Horstman had him pinned. Just stayed and made the shot difficult. Gets the rebound, and very fortunate that he gets it to go off a Big Green defender.
Rockets with it once again. Here's a 3 ball. That one's going to be left short. This one's going to come right at us. You're good. You started to scramble there.
Well, I had my 3D glasses on, and Nate Mag was diving right towards us. Nasty Nate was almost in our lap.
Step back 3. This one is a good Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken 3. It's the third of the night by Aiden Harris.
Aiden Harris, he likes 2. He likes 2, but he really loves the 3.
Backdoor cut's going to be taken away as Harris with the steal leads the break. He's going to have it poked away. Ball kind of ping-ponged off a couple of Ottoville players. Does he go for a 4th? This one's going to be no good, and now we've got ourselves a foul going for the rebound.
Well, had that one fallen, everybody in red would have lost their minds. But unfortunately, it doesn't go down, and they're going to get a foul. That's going to be Nasty Nate Mag's foul, and that's bad news for PG.
Yeah, that is his 3rd. The 3-pointers tonight are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delvis, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here, but apparently only until 9 p.m. And now we've got a whistle, and we have a travel inside.
What if they stay open just for mashed potatoes and gravy? Like you just go and they scoop it out, you put it in your hand, you drive off.
One hand on the steering wheel, one handful of mashed potatoes and gravy. I'll do it.
Yeah, I would too. Some of the best stuff in the area, they're mashed potatoes and gravy.
Pandora Gilboa with a basketball, and now we're going to get a whistle and a foul as Colin Harris trying to maybe sell a couple of free throws here, but it looks like he'll be unsuccessful.
Really dangerous moment for this Ottoville team is it's going to be Turnwald's third.
And Harris to get the inbound in as they go Harris to Harris. As Colin Harris will pick up his third bucket of the night.
And they're going to get a timeout for Ottoville. Foul call kind of threw them out of sorts, and they were really tardy setting up defense. PG took advantage of it, as you said, Harris to Harris for easy two.
So with a timeout on the floor, we'll step aside as well. 5:43 left to go, third period. Pandora Gilboa beginning to pull away as you're watching tournament basketball on WOSN. 38-25, Pandora Gilboa now leads Ottoville. So we move through our third quarter here in Elida, as it looks like at least a few fans just enjoyed the first game and took off. Still a nice crowd on hand here. We were pretty well full for that opener.
About as close to the sellout as you could get. I'd still say about 85% capacity here tonight.
Yeah, you see the upper section to our left has some openings, but nice crowd. Always a great atmosphere here at the Elida Fieldhouse. Turn around. This one's going to be good. It's a good job for Landon Horseman to get an answer for the Big Green. He's up to 12 now.
A nice pass by Schnipke on the high-low set.
Nice move as Colin Harris tried to glide the basket, couldn't get it. Turnwald, trying to bring it into the front court. Turnwald throw it up off glass, couldn't get it to go. Now the outlets for Aiden Morris. Morris trying to beat everyone down the floor, have the ball knocked out of his hands. Last touch by the Rockets, and Ottoville's going to force the turnover.
Hey, CPG, they feel comfortable running up and down the floor. Ottoville got to be careful that the game has not dictated that pace.
So it means Ottoville with it. Down 11, 4.5 minutes left to play. Turnwald jumper from the wing is going to be no good. This one heads out of bounds. So the Rockets will get this one back as we do see Nate Walker check back into the lineup.
They used the screen by Horseman and never really got himself squared up. Was kind of drifting away on that shot.
It's like Zach Neuenschwander back in as well.
Boy, he had a really efficient first half. The jumper right before half was huge. Of course, he had that three ball earlier in the half.
And the Rockets right now playing around the perimeter. Nice little two-man game. Trying to squeeze through a couple of defenders. Aiden Harris couldn't get it to go. Schnipke comes up with a miss, trying to find somebody to get the ball to. Sit out to Turnwald. Turnwald, good bounce pass, working the baseline. Was Chase Langos, couldn't get it, but the putback's going to be up and good. So Horseman with the follow will score. Gets that lead back to single digits.
Yeah, really credit Horseman, because how many guys just think it's going to be a layup and just kind of quit on the play? Not him.
Horseman has not quite half of the points for the Big Green. He's got 14 of the 29. We're going to take a look at the latest foul called here on the floor.
Oof. I think everybody in green might have an argument on that one. It looked like he contacted nothing but the basketball.
So Horseman picks up the foul. It's his second of the quarter whistled against the Big Green. Both teams in the bonus each quarter. Here's a turnover at midcourt. Ottoville trying to get something out of it as Alex Lease was able to bring it into the front court. We'll get a whistle on the stoppage. And we're going to have ourselves another timeout as Pandora Gilboa will take one. So 3.5 minutes left to go. Third quarter, it's a 9-point lead for Pandora Gilboa. We'll take a break here in WOSN. 38-29, Pandora Gilboa in front of Ottoville here as we play 3:32 left to go in our third quarter. Big Green continue to just hang around.
Yeah, they have been hanging around, right? You think Pandora Gilboa is about ready to knock them out, but just doing enough to stay in there.
Big Green with the basketball. If they're able to convert here, it'd be huge. Turnwald straight inside. This one's going to be knocked away, and it's an Ottoville turnover as the Rockets will get it back.
Pandora Gilboa just so quick on the perimeter, and they're all hands and feet. Make it so difficult to maintain possession.
Aiden Morris able to bring this one into the front court. Morris into the paint, gives behind him. Not sure if Nate Walker was ready for that one at first as the ball is off the mark. Now here come the Big Green. Turnwald with it. Lease back to Turnwald. Turnwald will hold high. Sends it over the right side. Schnipke. Schnipke bump. No, nearly lost the handle. It's a spin as he's going to work inside. Pivots around towards the basket. And a good job working inside. Keith Schnipke.
Boy, how about the myriad of post moves by Schnipke? Spin left, spin right, doesn't matter. You can't defend it.
His first 2-point basket of the night. He's got 7 points. That lead down to 7 now, 38-31.
Ottoville faithful on their feet, trying to get the Big Green to dig in defensively.
It's to Colin Harris. And now Pandora Gilboa just going side to side. Aiden Morris with it. Morris begins a dribble drive, now backs out. As we go under 2 minutes to go, third quarter on our Sprunger Insurance scoreboard. Morris into a double team is going to draw the foul.
It'll be interesting to see who they give it to. Morris does a really good job of kind of enticing Langles to come out on him, and once he does, uses his quickness to go around.
It's going to be the third on Landon Horseman, so here is Aiden Morris as he will hit the first of 2 Ultimate Outdoor free throws. Free throws tonight brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens. Second one rolls off the rim, no good.
Yeah, Morris only averages 5 a game, but you got to believe that if he was on a different team where they needed him to score double digits all the time, he could do that.
Turnwald with the clear out, draws the contact. As we get a stoppage here with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Aiden Morris is going to pick up his third foul.
A little bumper car action as he dribble drive down the lane. And Morris bumped him, and officials, say what you will, been consistent, right? Anytime you're bumping a guy that's dribble driving, they're going to call it.
Second foul this quarter on the Rockets. Quick inbound. Goes in, tough shot in traffic, but Adam Brinkman breaks into the scoring column.
Again, Ottoville's fans on their feet, wanting the Big Green to dig in defensively, lead down to 6.
Play with 1:25 and counting to go third quarter. Nice job cutting to the basket, hanging in the air, and getting the score is Aiden Harris.
Now that'll quiet down the faithful for Ottoville. Another hang in the air by Harris.
Harris now with 13. Turnwald gets the kick. 3 ball in and out, but an offensive rebound yet again. That no good. And we're going to have a foul on Ottoville. And that has the coaching staff for the Big Green. That says it all. No words needed.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the foul call was because Ottoville had the rebound. A terrible sequence as it looked like the 3 ball was going to go down, and then Brinkman had a point-blank range bunny that somehow bounced out.
And the foul went on Brinkman here. Just under a minute left to go, third quarter. Rockets trying to extend this lead back out. Right now it is 8. Colin Harris at the wing. Looks at his twin brother. Ottoville realizing what's going to happen. Turnwald gets the steal. Nice bounce pass inside. Layup is no good. As Pandora, Gilboa able to get back defensively. But Harris is going to lose the dribble out of bounds.
Boy, there is just a lid on the rim for layups right now for Ottoville. And back-to-back possessions where they are in so close. Got to finish those. Can't leave points on the floor. And Coach Utendorf working the officials and got the old coach. That's enough. Stays here with Ottoville.
They have it. 23 seconds to go in the quarter. And we have a foul. Fighting for position down in the low block while the inbound was thrown towards the top of the key. Tanner Lichty, I believe, is going to pick up the foul. That is his third. Turnwald. Same thing, that one just in and out, and now a wrap-up. Brinkman did a good form tackle for a school that doesn't play a lot of football. Maybe some football.
Aiden Harris absolutely goes to another level to get that rebound. Rises above everybody. Puts Brinkman in a bad spot. And a moment ago, Ottoville looked like they are going to make a move. Got it to 6, but you got to credit Pandora Gilboa. They've responded.
That is the 15th foul on Ottoville, so Aiden Harris is going to go to the Ultimate Outdoor free throw line with the bonus. See there in the Sprunger Insurance scoreboard, 17 and a half seconds to go in the quarter. He will split the pair. It's his first made free throw tonight. Done everything else, though. He's got 14. As Ottoville will have 15 seconds to answer. Turnwald will give to Miller. Miller to the basket. That one swatted back at him. Rockets try to save it, but it's out of bounds. And the official going to reverse his call. It's going to belong to the Big Green.
Yeah, look at Huffman. A lot of athleticism on this Pandora Gilboa team. Another one of those guys that can just jump up, gets the block.
Now the scores table calling one of the officials over. They're looking at the scoreboards. Now they want to make sure they get a call correct. I'm not quite sure what the conference is.
How about Coach Udendorf signaling the John Cena out of bounds play? You can't see me.
Ottoville's going to take advantage, get a substitution, so Landon Horseman's going to come back in. Get some height in for this final 4 seconds. So we're in over to Schnipke, a little too strong. There is the offensive rebound, but it goes through the hands of Horseman out of bounds. Pandora Gilboa will have 1 second. They'll just have to inbound it. They do just that. They do get the heave. It's going to be no good. And that's how our third quarter will end. 42-33. Pandora Gilboa will take the lead into the fourth quarter. We'll have it for you when we return here on WOSN. 42-33, Pandora Gilboa leads Ottoville as we move into our fourth quarter. We want to tell you that the premier sponsor for the Ottoville Big Green is the Ottoville Bank. We are large enough to serve and small enough to know you. Maybe the Big Green have some points banked up, as they're going to need some here. Good dribble drive. Layup's going to be no good by Colin Harris, and now we've got a whistle on the rebound or coming up into the front court.
Harris thought he had been fouled attacking the rim. Pretty good defense by Ottoville, and another foul on PG. You get the feeling this fourth quarter, buddy, every possession is going to be a war.
9-point lead right now as Turnwald brings us into the front court. Turnwald turns, he's a step back, fires away. Three-pointer off the heel of the iron, a big offensive rebound. It's got to be about a dozen or so far for the Big Green. Leads to a second opportunity. Miller well off the mark. He'll say it's a pass as it went right into the hands of Landon Horseman, who got the bucket.
But again, offensive rebounding, keeping Ottoville within striking distance. Can't get the knockout punch that Pandora Gilboa needs.
Lead down to 7 on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Sprunger Insurance. Have locations in Pandora and Bluffton, and they say, go Rockets. Rockets holding on to this lead. This one is going to be thrown to the side, where Aiden Harris, trying to get the one-handed catch, bounced it right on the sideline. So it's a turnover, and Ottoville will get it back.
Yeah, nice little sportsmanship there by Horseman, helping Harris up.
Ottoville with the basketball again, now down 7. Turnwall gets it out here. Schnipke, he'll let fly from deep. That one's going to be no good. Another offensive rebound pulled down in traffic. This time, I believe Jace Langwell's getting involved.
Yeah, it was Langles who had 3 offensive rebounds in the first half, gets another one, and it's kind of like hockey, dump and chase, right? Just throw it at the net and then go dig it out.
Is the 4th foul whistled on Nate Mag. Now off the inbound, we're going to have ourselves another quick foul here. So Pandora Gilboa already guilty of 3 fouls this quarter, which is a minute and a half old. And that is the 4th foul on Owen Huffman. Not sure if the Pandora Gilboa bench knows it yet. Huffman remains on the floor. Lob comes inside. Horseman through the double team. Can't get it to go. Rebounds loose. Tapped over to Turnwald. Turnwald in the paint. Tried to force up a shot. That one's going to be no good. And now we have ourselves another foul coming on Pandora Gilboa.
I think they're going to call it on Harris, right? Yep, left arm is going to throw Horseman to the ground.
Now they're going to catch Lichty, who's also in that fray. That's going to be his 4th.
That's a break for Pandora Gilboa, though, with Harris not picking it up.
Officials are going to take time for a towel, wipe up some wet spots, so we can tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping. See Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Lipstick for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs.
If 2 guys foul, can you call both?
Can each player get a half?
I like it.
It's not my 5th, that's my 4.5 foul. 4.5, I guess. Ball's going to be knocked out of the hands of Keaton Schnipke. Schnipke looking up at the official, trying to tell him he never touched it. It's a turnover, and Pandora Gilboa will get it back.
Yeah, great job, though, by the official. Don't hang around. Move, right? How many times you see official hang around and the kid makes a ill-advised comment and you tee him up? No, move after you make the call. Good job by this crew.
So Rockets lead this one by 7. 6 minutes to play. Entry pass, or the kick it, I should say, nearly knocked away. His quick hands there by Chase Langles. The winner of this one's definitely going to earn it. Same thing could be said with our opening game that went to Delphus St. John's. They await the winner of this one. Friday night's district final.
Yeah, they showed a lot when Cam Elwer was dinged up. They were still able to find a way.
You wonder what he's going to be like heading into Friday. Now on a block attempt, we're going to have ourselves a little contact and a foul. We're going to call Alex Lease. That's going to be his first as Aiden Morris steps to the Ultimate Outdoor free throw line. The first one on the way and is good. So Morris held to just 5 points this evening. Free throw line brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens.
Now it's been 6-9 consistently. Ottoville has not been able to get below that. Back up to a 9-point margin. Going to run out of time, though. Got to make a move.
Right now, 5.5 to play. Nearly got 3 of it right there. and that kind of night, and a loose ball and a scrum grab by Landon Horseman. Picks up the basket and a quick timeout. 5:20 left to play in this one. Ottoville with a timeout will step aside as you watch tournament basketball on WOSN. 5:20 left to play, 44-37. Pandora Gilboa holding on to a lead over Ottoville as the Big Green trying to take advantage of just about every loose ball that's gone their way here, especially this second half and lately fourth quarter.
Yeah, Coach Mike Lee for the Rockets got to ask his guys, can anyone get a defensive rebound?
We're going to have a little defensive check foul. It's going to go on Elise. That's going to be his second.
There's Mike Lee right there. Like the tie, right? The red and white tie. Very stylish.
Now, Turnwald's going to come up with a steal. Goes right to the basket. That one rolls off, but another offensive rebound. There's Horseman who's able to put it up and in.
It doesn't matter if you miss a layup because Horseman will be galloping to the rescue.
That is 20 for the 6'4 junior. He's keeping his team in it. Big Green find themselves down 5 as Aiden Morris calling for some movement on offense. Here's Aiden Harris with it. It's going to be no good. Horseman with the rebound as the box out. Send Owen Huffman to the floor. Turnwald, top of the key. Turnwald to the basket. Turnwald puts it up and in.
Oh, you got to love the toughness of Ottoville. Could have collapsed several times in this matchup, but they are going to fight to the end.
Turnwald now with 9, and it's Pandora Gilboa's time to take a timeout. So we'll step aside as well. 4:16 left to play. That leads down to 3. And we'll be right back here on WOSN. 4:16 left to play. And if you got a seatbelt, now might be a good time to buckle it in. 44-41, just a couple moments ago. Lead was 9 for the Rockets. Aiden Harris at the wing, little jab step. Over to Aiden Morris, has the same thing. Morris is going to come out, try to reset the offense here halfway through this fourth quarter.
And you're going to find out how tough Pandora Gilboa is because Ottoville's not going away.
Just chasing around Aiden Harris. Harris ended up under the basket with a great pass. He's able to finish with the basket.
Yeah, got a great back screen to get free. Great call coming out of the timeout by Mike Lee.
Turnwald picked up his dribble, wasn't quite sure what to do. As Ottoville trying to answer, and they do with Horseman. This one out of bounds, and Ottoville is going to force the turnover.
Yeah, tough sequence for Mag. Lost his man on the defensive end for the backdoor cut, and then can't corral a lead pass. Would have been an easy 2 had he caught it.
46-43, 3:15 and counting left to play in our Sprunger Insurance scoreboard. Chance to tie, no good. Another offensive rebound, and we have a foul. That is the 5th on Pandora Gilboa. And Ottoville is going to go to the ultimate outdoor free throw line.
Offensive rebounding has just been piranha-like, attacking the glass. Ottoville staying in this one.
That is the 5th foul on Nate Mag. He is going to exit tonight with 3 points. And that's going to be a huge blow for the Rockets.
You just wonder who's going to be the guy for Pandora Gilboa to say this is enough on the defensive end and start getting some rebounds.
Mag a little beat up. You see him being looked at by the training staff in the hallway. They're not going to be in any hurry to get him back in as he will exit the contest. So here's Horseman at the ultimate outdoor free throw line. First one is good.
Well, I don't know who does the attendance on the bus for Ottoville, because, you got to check off to make sure everybody's on the bus, right? But whoever does and makes sure that Landon Horseman is on the bus, give that guy a raise, because Horseman, he is a guy you can count on if you're Ottoville.
24 of the 45 as this lead is down to 1 with 3 minutes to play. Colin Harris. Harris trying to get into the paint. Gets the kick out to Morris. Morris is going to be fouled as Horseman thought he had a clean tie-up. He's going to check the numbers on the scoreboard. That's going to be his fourth. Team's third, so Ottoville still with one to give. Quick inbound comes into Colin Harris.
I'd rotate the ball over to whoever has Horseman defending them, and this dribble drive, make the officials make another call.
The Rockets will reset the offense as we roll near 2.5 to play. Morris throws that one away, looking for Owen Huffman in the corner, and that one a little bit closer to my partner than anyone else.
If I would have caught it, I'm shooting. You better believe that.
So they're going to wipe up some more wet spots. Again, we've been fighting this issue all night tonight. It's the humidity. Caused some problems now both ends of the floor.
What do you think the dew point's at?
High.
Yeah, without a doubt. The moisture in the air. It's so thick you can literally cut it with a knife.
Or chew on it, which I think I've been doing most of the night. Well, it's been a while since we've said this. Ottoville with a chance to lead. Turnwald into the paint. Turnwald taking on two defenders. Bounce pass to Langholz. Langholz, it's the entry pass. Horseman. Horseman going to go baseline, called for the offensive foul, and that's going to be his fifth.
Now Horseman catches it on the block. It's going to spin right into the chest. Credit Colin Harris sliding over, having the courage. And Keith Utendorf got to be careful over there. He is really chewing on the officials.
He's had his assistant coaches hold him back.
You hate to see this. Can we go to 6 fouls like the NBA real quick?
So Horseman will exit tonight 24 points as Adam Brinkman will come back in. Now if you're Ottoville for 208, who do you lean on for offense?
Well, it's gonna have to be Michael Turnwald with his dribble drive, but more importantly, you got to dig in defensively. It's still a one-possession game.
Everybody who bought a ticket on their feet. Pandora Gilboa able to get inside. Big bucket there, Aiden Harris.
Aiden Harris started the game by getting into the middle of the floor. Picks it up again.
He's got 18. There is the dribble drive on the opposite end by Turnwald. And he's going to go to the ultimate outdoor free throw line.
Yeah, recognizes that he's got Eden Morris backpedaling, so he's got the advantage.
And they're going to call that on Aiden Harris. That's going to be his third. This is the first ultimate outdoor free throw, no good for the 5'10 senior.
69% on the year from the line. Got to make this one if you're Ottoville, so you can set up what you want to get done defensively.
Second one is good out of Turnwald.
And they're going to pick up full court extended here.
Turnwald with 10, now 48-46. Ottoville fans wanted a call there. There's Aiden Morris with it. Morris trying to find someone, has to give it to Aiden Harris. Harris back to Morris. Morris over to Colin Harris. Gives to his brother Aiden. Aiden between the circles, minute 15 to go. Aiden into the paint, 3 defenders, and we're going to have ourselves a foul.
They're working one-on-one against Langholz, and help comes over, and I think that's where the foul's going to go. Boy, just so tough to stop. The quickness. And Randy, what he does so well when he attacks, it's a big step, so he closes out that defender.
So Aiden Harris, who has 18 will miss the first from the Ultimate Outdoor free throw line.
Well, he misses and allows drama to still be a factor here. Only a 2-point lead.
Ottoville with the opportunity is going to go offense for defense. Harris will hit the second one.
Now watch Schnipke on the perimeter. He's got the ability to hit from long range.
Turnwald trying to get inside, still has his dribble. It's the kick out to Alex Lease. Back to Turnwald. Turnwald. Schnipke. And the ball poked away from behind and on a knee. Owen Huffman able to come away with it.
You're going to have to foul now if you don't get a steal early on this defensive possession.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Turnwald tried to step in front of one and perhaps take in charge, but he's going to be just a step late. You can see it to the right of your screen. Never really got in front and set. It's a 15 foul. Owen Huffman at the line, shooting 2 from the Ultimate Outdoor free throw line. Free throw is going to be good.
Well, that's the big one. 2 possessions now, under a minute. Ottoville, make or miss, attack right away.
Second one's no good. Brinkman comes up with a miss, needs some help in the backcourt. Finally will dribble it, take a couple of dribbles, finds Chase Langholz.
A smart play by Morris to deny Turnwald.
Langholz to the rim, couldn't get it to go. Now we'll see how far Ottoville can let the clock run before they commit a foul. And they do now with 20 and a half seconds to go.
Morris 73% from the free throw line. A young guy that looks like he relishes the moment. Went straight to the free throw line, Randy. Put his eyes on the rim.
So Aiden Morris, who has 5 of his 7 tonight, the Ultimate Outdoor free throw line, will miss the first one. Gives the Big Green a little bit of hope here with 20 and a half seconds to play. Second one is good. Turnwald up the court to the basket, rolls off. Langholz gets the putback, and a quick timeout taken here.
I love the idea. Don't let anybody stop you. Go all the way to the rim, get a bucket, and then call your timeout. Down by 3. You still have a lot of time, but you're going to have to get a steal here if you're going to tie this basketball game up if you're Ottoville.
51-48 the score. Pandora Gilboa in front. So right now a one-possession game. The Pandora Gilboa coaches were asking for the net to be taken care of.
I'm surprised they didn't come over and ask you to jump up and get that.
I'm surprised they didn't. Well, they knew I was busy right now.
Probably so. What a huge call in this basketball game. Landon Horstman picking up that 5th foul. Colin Harris sliding over to take the charge. You just wonder, that call goes differently where we're at in this basketball game.
You're absolutely right. A huge blow for the Big Green to lose their offensive threat tonight. See both teams making their way back out onto the floor here. 12 seconds left to go.
Yeah, smart move by Mike Lee. Got all guys that can handle and catch, and all guys, more importantly, that are pretty good at the free throw line.
Ottoville trying to get set defensively. Pandora able to get the inbound in. Finally, the foul comes here with 7.9 to go.
Boy, you wonder, how do you let Colin Harris come back to the basketball to catch that, and then nobody's ready for it to go back to Aiden Harris? The 2 guys that you'd want shooting free throws, and credit Mike Lee. Good job drawing it up. Get those guys handling the ball.
So here is Aiden Harris at the Ultimate Outdoor free throw line. First one is good. have one more opportunity here. It's the second attempt. Airborne, and he'll hit that one as well. So 20 for Aiden Harris. Long three, 2.5 seconds to go. Another offensive rebound. Second try, no good. And our final tonight in our second Division IV district semifinal, we'll have the Rockets of Pandora Gilboa hold off Ottoville 53-48. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll check in with our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner when we return. 53-48, our final. Pandora Gilboa is going to move on, and they are going to take on Delphos St. John's in Friday night's district championship games. You take a look at the updated bracket. There you go. Pandora, Gilboa, and Ottoville right here in Elida Friday night. And a part of that reason for the win tonight was to play the 6'4 senior Aiden Harris. He's our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner. He's got the red, white, and blue basketball with our Miles Holiday.
Aiden, congratulations. This was a incredibly physical basketball game. What was it like to be in this one?
Yeah, it's always fun to play physical basketball. I mean, every PCL team we play against, we know it's going to be physical. And today we just got the job done.
How were you guys able to hold them off? They made a furious run at you in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we just had to keep our composure. We knew we had to knock free throws down in the end. And we stepped up and we got it done.
You had an incredible offensive game. Was the game plan developed around your ability to score, or is it just the opportunities that came forward?
Yeah, I think my teammates gave me the ball in places that I can score. I got a few quick fouls, but we kept on going.
Tournament basketball, all about surviving and advancing. How good does it feel to be knowing that you're going to play again on Friday?
Yeah, it feels good. This atmosphere is crazy, so if we can keep winning and keep our fans happy, that'll be good.
All right, last thing, you get a half-court shot. You made just about everything tonight. Can you make it?
We'll see.
All right, here we go. Yeah, let's go right here. He's been fantastic all night long. Oh, it looks pretty. Oh, congratulations, our player of the game. We'll see you Friday for the championship. He was outstanding, wasn't he, Randy?
He absolutely was, as they're trying to clear this place out and get ready for girls' regional basketball coming up later this week here in Elida. So 53-48 is our final. So again, we know that it's going to be Delphos St. John's and Pandora Gilboa in Friday night's district final. Can't tell you those two met in the regular season, with St. John's claiming a win on a Saturday night back in January, 57-48. So looking forward to what should be a good one here on Friday. So we want to thank everyone for making our night possible. A couple of good district semifinals. That belongs to Dave Evans, the athletic director here in Elida. I want to thank him and his staff, always setting up a great job for the tournament here. I want to thank Curtis, who's perched high atop everyone way up in the bowels of the field house. Can't thank Ken Reeker enough for all the work he's done, making everything look and sound the way it's supposed to. So 53-48's the final. Pandora Gilboa moves on with a win over Ottoville. So for my partner, Miles Holiday, and our entire WOSN staff and crew, I'm Brady Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.